We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. On the return is Henderson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line. I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, crackers, LIDs. Distinctive destination is all I want to see.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Lock on the give. It's Lindsay. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third and 2. Lock's going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
2-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Lock. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Lock. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 50-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Ball carrier.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
The throw right sideline here is complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. This one caught left side by Cooper. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From the red zone now, Prescott. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's second down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Prescott yet again. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, guys. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Locke working out of the gun. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Lock. Able to get this to Gordon. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. To throw it is Locke. He's going to look deep for Perriman. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Broncos, nothing.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 16, Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, Locke. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
34-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. This is Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
First down, Dallas.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott to the right side. He's got Cooper. It's complete.
Prescott.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Cooper. 4 yards on the pickup. Second down.
From the shotgun again to Elliott.
26-yard line.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
4-yard pickup on the play.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep. 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
On the carry.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on
line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Will Fuller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Block. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short. 3rd and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Lock now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Lock going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 1st down is Lock. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now Lock throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right. There he goes inside the 30. That's going to be caught by Judy. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And McManus able to put it through. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Brendan McManus to kick off.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Brought down by Adrian Colbert. It's a gain of a yard. And
on 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. On the run, it's Dowdle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Randy Gregory.
On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. So that one will be accepted. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Got a man. It's Brashon Perriman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
6-yard line.
Locke looks to throw it again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
On 3rd down, Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Point after.
That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense. And the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. On the return is Henderson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and that decent field position and throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Now to the air, Lock. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check out, 36, 36. 6 guys, check 6, you're out. Check.
Back to Juszczyk again. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Schultz. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Throwing, Prescott. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it'll be second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Lock. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
At the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Lock to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. So 3rd and long now for Lock and the Broncos following the sack. Lock working out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Eli Apple. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10.
Sometimes today,
and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line is really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Prescott looks to throw on first. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
The Broncos.
They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Number 30.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
39-yard line.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Now Locke. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
19. Broncos 18. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cowboys take over first. And 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Again, it's Elliott. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
And it's 3rd down.
third down. Elliott. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now fourth down.
Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Dallas, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Denver, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you're missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like a passed away. automatic, it's a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get yourself this thing. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Don't tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it. Pounding ever since I've been gone like Kelly. They been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't